Is your game based on license or original IP? Yes.
It's not really a yes question.
Is it licensed or original?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it licensed?
It says, is your game based on license or original? Yes, it is.
No, but those are the two options. Is it licensed or is it original?
You're correct.
But
I hate you so much.
So, Jason.
have you ever been sitting around and thought, man, I'm going to play this video game, only to find out that it doesn't exist? Or perhaps you have an awesome idea for your video game and you just need someone to make it. Well, that's what we're doing in this episode because we are going to be crafting and pitching our dream video games. Because this is Eat Sleep Nerd, a show where you can check out, go AFK, and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. So I'm your show host, Corey Winter, and joining me here to pitch their video games, we got Jason Summer.
What?
We got Cynthia Winter.
Heyo.
We got Josh Winter.
Yes.
And we got Christian James.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are already hard at work making your pitches for your video games. How are you doing that?
I'm
done.
page 2.
You got some
Well,
little worksheets there?
somebody gave me this amazing worksheet.
Okay.
That I'm sure was 100% crafted on his own time.
Actually was.
Actually, it was. He did
Oh,
it this
okay.
morning. He did it this morning.
So they're already hard at work, working on their pitches for their video games. We actually have worksheets made for this. So I'm actually going to be sharing this worksheet with our audience. And you're actually going to be able to work through this with us to pitch your dream video game. So there's obviously thousands and thousands of video games out there, but there's still a lot that haven't been made. I'm sitting down playing video games all the time, just like, wow, I wish there was this kind of game out there. Maybe this intellectual property doesn't have something out there. Maybe Mission Impossible. We haven't had a game in that franchise in 30 years. I want a Mission Impossible game. So I have made a video game pitch workbook if you want to play along with us. So maybe you've been playing video games for however long and you maybe want to play this one video game that fits all of your perfect needs and wants, but it doesn't exist. So this is going to be your way to kind of craft that video game, and maybe you can find someone to go make it for you, or maybe someone's going to steal your idea from, Sony or Xbox. We'll find out. So they're all working on their worksheets already. We're going to be kind of working on these together. So there's questions about if it's a licensed or original IP. We got questions about the premise of the game, the genres of the game, the story, the characters, the art style. We got the whole thing here. Because I'm sure we all have different desires for a video game. I'm sure someone here is going to want a role-playing game. I'm sure someone here is going to want a fantasy game. Someone's going to want a sci-fi game. I'm sure we got a little plethora of different stuff here.
Good word.
Thank you.
A cornucopia of creative concepts.
So this is the worksheet I've made for you guys. So the first question, is your game based on a licensed or original IP? So this is going to be, is your game going to be like a Star Wars thing, or is it something that you've made up all by yourself? The second question is going to be, what's the general premise for the game? So this is kind of going to be like what's on the back of the box, like the paragraph that kind of just is the selling point of the game. How do you pitch this to the general audience that may not know what the game is all about? The next thing is going to be the genre of the game. So you can actually circle your choices up to 4. So you have stuff like action or adventure or a platformer, racing, survival, educational, RPG, rhythm/music, stealth. We have a whole bunch of them there. If there's a genre that I don't have listed on there, you can just write it in. I don't really care. The next thing is, are there any subgenres? So like if you pick a shooter genre, we also have the subgenres of hero shooter, shoot 'em ups, FPSs, light guns, etc. From there, we get into some more of the details. So what is the perspective of the game? Is it a first person? Is it a third person perspective? A side scroller, like a traditional like Mario game? Or is it top down? So think OG Grand Theft Auto games where it's top down and you're kind of walking through the city. So next question is, where will it be played? This is going to be the device. So is it a console game, a PC game, a mobile game such as on your phone? Is it a VR experience, an arcade game that takes an arcade machine, or something that I have not considered? You can actually write it in the blank there. From there, what is the target audience? So I have a few listed here. So we have the hardcore gamers, the casual gamers, we have the family, or the kids, the multiplayer option. So is this a single player game, an online multiplayer game, a local multiplayer game, or online only? As far as the multiplayer style, if it is a multiplayer game, is it player versus player versus environment, or is it a co-op campaign, or something I haven't considered? Write it in the blank. From there, what is the progression system? So are you leveling up your skills, your gear, your reputation? Is it just story progression, or is it something I have to consider? Going to the next page, we have the gameplay loop. So we have a little gameplay word bank here. These are just some of the ideas that you could use to make your gameplay loop. So this is going to be the general flow of the game. So if you're thinking like it's a Grand Theft Auto game, you're going to have you're driving around. So that's going to be gameplay loop number one. You're just driving around. Second thing is going to be you're starting a mission. So going to a location, starting a mission. Third thing, you're driving somewhere else. Fourth step is going to be you're probably shooting something. Fifth step is you're going to another location to complete the mission. Sixth thing is you're back free roaming. So kind of think about that. So if it's like an RPG game, one of the gameplay loops might be you're exploring the universe. Second gameplay loop is you're looting something. Third gameplay loop is you're initiating dialogue to start a mission. Fourth thing, you're going and doing whatever that mission is. So that's kind of what the gameplay loop is. Just what is the style of the game? From there, what is the combat style? Yet again, this is applicable to your game. So we have turn-based, grid-based, FPS gunplay. We have real-time. We have 1 versus 1 fighting, quick time, stealth takedown, hack and slash, etc. If your combat style is not listed there, you can write it down in the blank. From there, we have what gameplay mechanic makes this game unique. So this is going to be where it kind of requires some deep thinking here. So what makes this game stand out as far as the gameplay? What's the selling point? Okay. From there, what is the art style? This one might not be an easy one for you to determine, but yet again, we have a couple of options here. Is it going to be a retro style 8/16-bit pixel? Is it going to be cel shaded? Is it going to be hyper stylized? Maybe whimsical or gothic or anime? Is it going to be stylized realism? So think like a Grand Theft Auto, which is not photorealistic, but it is pretty realistic in terms of the character models and stuff like that. Is it hand-drawn? So you're getting artsy with it? Is it low poly or abstract or something else? You have a couple blanks to work with there. And then the last page, who do you play as? This is getting into the story of it. So are you playing as a pre-written character, a customized character, an ensemble of characters, or are you just playing as an avatar, such as in Fortnite? And yet again, you can just write that answer in the blank. From there, you can describe the tone. So is this a serious game or a comedic game, for example? Yeah, whatever you think is necessary. You have a few blanks to work with. From there, describe the world and the setting. So this is where you really got to think about what this game's all about. So when and where does this story take place? And what is the atmosphere like? And then last but certainly not least, what is the story? So what's the setting and the atmosphere? So that is the worksheet. That should pretty much cover the entire idea of a game from start to finish. So as we're working through this, what are you guys thinking? Anything you're getting stuck on?
No, I'm done.
Josh is done.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Yeah, what I did realize is how many gaming terms I'm not familiar with. You gave us these word banks, and I'm like, I'm not entirely sure if this applies, but I'm taking educated guesses and hoping that, or making educated guesses and hoping that works.
So as you guys are finishing up these worksheets, so what are some, we're all gamers here in different ways. Some of us more hardcore than others. Have you ever come across just, man, I really want to play this game, but I just can't find one that really fits the bill? Have you ever come across that? Yeah.
Yes.
Is that kind of the game you're making here? Is this something?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine is that
Sort
in
of.
the opposite way, where there's a book series that I've read for 15 plus years, and if I could have anything made into something visual or playable, it would be that book series.
Okay.
So that's what I'm putting into this.
So that's why I'm kind of coming at it from is like, what other properties from other media
Yeah.
do I want just to experience, like be in the world
Yeah.
of?
And then taking my favorite elements of games that I do love, which are, it's not like a huge range of games, but they're not very similar to each other. But taking my favorite elements of those and seeing how I could expand the world of just these two books and put it into a game.
So I am 3 questions into my worksheet, and I've already broken my own guidelines. So under genre, I've definitely circled 6.
Yeah, I had to scribble a couple out, and I'm going to circle them again now.
I followed the rules.
Sorry. Made this up this morning.
Why are you apologizing? This is a lot of work.
things.
This is a lot of work.
I mean, I'm sitting here filling it out. You got to think about all the crap that had to go into the directions.
Oh, I did 6 too. This is bringing me like school trauma right now.
Is it helping you think through the... I know a couple of you were kind of like struggling to think of an idea for a video game. Is this kind of helping you think through the process?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Yeah.
I should sell this. $50.
First bidder, $50.
Done.
It's not a race, Jason.
Way to be second, though.
Oh.
It's not a race,
You're not first, you're
Josh.
last.
That's not true. You can be third.
All right, I'm gonna
Hell,
just
you can even be fifth.
wing the
That
rest
was
of
high
it.
when I did that.
And we are back. So you guys have finished creating your video game pitch.
Enough of it.
So now we're going to go around the...
I definitely wrote an answer for everything.
Yes. Yeah, I
Wait.
did too.
Where's
So
my first pick?
we're going to go around the room and they're going to have, I don't know, we'll say 5 minutes each to pitch your game. So who wants to go first?
Oh,
Jason.
so excited.
All right.
Yes.
So feel free to do this. Everyone can go question by question or you
Okay.
can just freestyle it.
I'll do a quick run through question by question, and
Okay.
I'll try to keep it fast. Do you want the title at the end or at the beginning?
I want to hear the title at the end
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
to wrap up the
Okay.
pitch.
All right. Is your game based on license or original IP? Yes. It is currently based off of DC, Marvel, or Image.
It's not really a yes question.
Yeah, I mean, is your game? It says,
either
is your
or.
game? It says, is it?
It's an or question.
Licensed or original?
But
Yes.
I like where
The
you're
answer is yes.
Is it licensed or original?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it licensed or
Yes, comma.
It says, is your game based on license or original? Yes, it is.
No, but those are the two options. Is it licensed
technically
or is
it's
it
not
original?
wrong.
You're correct.
But
I hate you so much.
So Jason, if licensed, comma, which property? Question
Right,
mark.
there you go. Anyway. So, okay. So there's 3 versions of this game that you can buy. You can buy
Oh.
DC, a Marvel, or an Image.
okay.
Okay. You can buy them and connect them together if you want, but they're all 3 are as different separate game purchases.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Marketing department will love that.
Yeah, I know. What's the general premise of the game? Design and expand your own customized character, anti-hero or villain, and drop them into your favorite hero universe. Genre of your game: it's action adventure, sandbox, open world, and RPG. That's probably given for me. I love RPG games.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
playing
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate 3, and Baldur's Gate 3 is highly influencing what I'm doing here. Also Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. And Spacer's Choice Open Wild Worlds
What?
for 2.
It's
Outer
happening
Wilds.
right now.
Outer Wild.
Outer Worlds. The perspective is third person. You can play it on consoles or PC. The target audience is hardcore and casual. It is a single player game. Multiplayer style does not apply. No options for multiplayer. Progression system, skills, gear, and reputation. Gameplay loop. Out of the options that you provided, I selected the 6 that the 6 options I chose were craft, choose dialogue, cutscenes, explore, upgrade, and mini games. Combat style, stealth, takedown, real time, and tactical. What makes the gameplay mechanics of this game unique? This game is a la Fable.
Okay.
Okay.
Your choices determine the path of the character and how the character is perceived by the citizens of the world you've chosen to live in, and those characters and the existing superheroes that are part of that world. What is the art style? Cel-shaded photorealism, stylized realism, and anime. Who do you play as? You play as a designed character, where you set up your own type of character. And the tone of the game is serious but organically comedic. There's comedy. Life is funny. You don't need to write comedy for life. It's going to be funny and sad at the same time. So just stick with that. Describe the world and the setting. You choose the IP, which I described earlier. And then you play within establish cities and locations, worlds within that IP.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're in DC, you play Gotham, Metropolis, Central City,
Sure.
Coastal City, etc. What's the story? First 3/4 of the game is designing and growing and determining the qualities and character traits of your character. The last quarter of the game is based off of your choices when the world needs saving. Either the good guys or the bad guys will reach out to you for assistance depending on your choices through the game. And you will either have to help save or rule the world.
Cool.
Okay.
Like
This
it.
game is called Hero.
Question
Simple.
mark.
Hero.
Nice.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
I'd play it.
Yeah.
I know where
So-
Josh would go.
Yeah, so there's side quests. There's side quests to help build up your reputation. If you choose not to do the side quests, you don't get the support of the people because they're like, what has he done or what has she done for me?
Okay.
Nothing, you know, who they
An
just do
advanced
whatever-
reputation system.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so they only do what they want to do. They don't care about us little people. That type
Gotcha.
of stuff. You know.
That's cool.
So anyway, so
I'd play it.
yeah.
Not bad.
I'd play it.
Not bad. Who wants to go next?
I do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. All right.
Okay.
Next in line. So mine is based on an existing book series. It's just 2 books, and they are
That qualifies.
yeah.
That
it
is a
does.
series
They
of
are
books.
YA fantasy. It's young adult fantasy, and I read them for the first time when I was somewhere in the middle of high school.
A young adult.
And a young adult when I was a young adult, as was the target audience. And when I read these books, like, yes, I've always loved fantasy games. I loved everything about these books, and they were such a formative part of that time of my life, which is like, it feels weird to say that about fantasy books, but they really were. And when I read those books, the imagery that it conjured, like this is going to be a weird thing, but the sensory experience of reading those books is like no other book I have ever found. Like the way that the world is described, it's fantasy, so it deals with dragons, these like celestial dragons, and it's based on the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac.
Ooh,
And
that's
they're
cool.
called Dragoneyes, and they're these people that come into ascension in the year of their dragon. So like year of the snake Dragoneye can commune with their dragon.
Rat
Cool.
dragon.
Yes, and the
Yes.
rat dragon, the horse, dog, pig. There's all of them. But anyway,
Interesting, okay.
and so it's based in that, and it's based in not necessarily ancient China, but like ancient Chinese lore. And there's like these scents that happen when you commune with your dragon. Like one of them, the rat dragon, I think was like orange and
dragon?
vanilla, and then the mirror dragon was like cinnamon and clove or something like that. And just reading this book was one of the most sensory experiences I ever had. And which is wild. So I have always said if I could make any movie or make any playable experience, I would want it to be those books and that storyline, just because of the way I see it in my head and the way I experience it when I read those books. So the books are called, the first one is called Eon, and the second one is Iona, Dragoneye Reborn, and they're by Alison Goodman. Would highly recommend. If you look up reviews online, they didn't really do very well. Like a lot of
Oh.
people don't really like them. A lot of people love them. For me, there's a nostalgia factor. Like it was so good, and I love them so much, and I have reread them several times. But if I could put that into game form, I would want it to be as realistic as possible. So like photorealism, expanding on the world, because it's only 2 books. And of course, there's a big dispute. There is a war that happens. There is all this oppression that's happening as well. And there's like some sneaking around, and you have to go steal some things. So like you can take all the elements of what happens in the books, but I would also want there to be kind of an open world aspect to it where you can, kind of in the vein of like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, like there are all these main quests that you can do, but you can also just kind of F off and go do whatever you want for 500 hours. Not saying I did that, but so
Kind of like swinging through the city. that you were
exactly.
talking
Like
about earlier?
I want there to be an element of I'm taking a break from this very serious storyline and going to do this side quest, or going to explore this part of the world, or gather loot, or upgrade my character, and whatever you want. So let me actually go through this wonderful worksheet that you laid out. It's based on a book series, like I said, Eon and Iona by Alison Goodman. Read them.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but Allison, call me. the back of the box selling point, quote, it has all the stuff I want.
All right.
But this does not fit anywhere in this series. But my favorite mechanic that I've ever encountered in a game is like not zero gravity, but altered gravity and just being able to kind of float around. And that fits absolutely nowhere in this game, but by golly, I'd make it fit somewhere because I love playing with that mechanic. The genre is adventure, fighting, puzzle, because I love me some puzzles. And I marked a few out. I really like base and park management games, but there's no way to put that into this. There's just not, but I would love that. The perspective would be third person. You're playing as this character, but seeing the whole world. Console or VR.
Ooh.
Like VR for this one, if we could even push VR even further to have like some of the desirable sense happen. Like it's such a selling point in the book to me of just picturing exactly what's happening, exactly what this character is experiencing. Of course, I don't want all the smells of, war and famine that also happen in this book, but
Love
the
the same
sense of
smells.
like communing with the dragon. Anyway,
It wouldn't even need to be a strong scent.
no, just
Yeah.
it'd be
cool.
so good. The target
Plus
audience.
accessories.
What?
Accessories.
Accessories.
You can sell accessories. Yeah.
The target audience, I put casual because I like casual games, but also this could be hardcore. This could be for the hardcore gamers. Multiplayer, no. This is a single player game. Personal experience. Nobody else needs to play it with me.
Oh my.
Progression system, I put skills and story. So you unlock parts of the story by advancing your skills.
Makes
If you
sense.
don't advance your skills, you can unlock certain parts of the story, but you can't get everything. You gotta wait. It a la Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
Sure.
Gameplay loop, I put solve puzzle, upgrade, explore, and fight. I didn't choose 6 because those are the big ones. I guess run and escape and combat. Combat would definitely be in there. There's a war in this game.
Okay.
Combat style, real time.
Okay. Right.
The gameplay mechanic that makes it unique, I guess not really so much a mechanic as just the extra sensory experiences that would be prevalent in this game.
That was a very
Oh.
sophisticated sounding sentence.
Oh, thank you. But if I have to pick some mechanic, again, it's going to be altered gravity, which again fits absolutely nowhere in this world, but I would find a way to make it happen. It would be expanding on these books, so I've done enough creative writing, I could figure out a way to make it happen.
Maybe if the author sees this and reach out,
Allison,
Allison,
you changed
you
my
guys
life.
could work together to figure out where it would.
Licensing deal.
yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Art style, photorealism. I want this to be as real as I can see it in my head, and nothing else would get close. Pre-written character, but customizable. So, like, one of the big points of this character is that she is physically limited. Like, she has a bad hip and a bad leg and cannot fight and can't do all this stuff and has to overcome all those things. So, like, that's not very conducive to a combat game, but that's a big part of the story where you can level up and get gear and do all these things and train yourself, but you are always at a slight disadvantage. And so that's where the strategy aspect of it comes in, where you can't just buff your character to the max. Like, you have to use your brain and figure out alternative ways of doing things.
Well, you just lost a lot of people on that now.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why this is a game for me. The tone, serious, because the books are very serious, but like I said, you can take a break from that storyline to kind of just go explore.
Yeah.
Wherever you want. Setting an atmosphere. I don't really have any comments. But read the books. You might hate them, but a couple of you.
What a pitch.
You
couple
might
of you
hate
will
it,
like
but play
them.
the game.
A couple of you will like them. If you've read them, please comment. I read these
She's
books.
looking for affirmation.
I am. I read these books like 15, 16, 17 years ago, probably for the first time. And I have so few people that I've known that have read them, like maybe one other person. Yeah. And they're so good. Please
Okay.
read them.
I consider myself a fantasy bibliophile, and I've never heard of those.
It's YA fantasy. Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
You haven't qualified for that in like 30 years.
God.
You weren't ever a 14-year-old girl, Jason.
Don't Don't pigeonhole me.
You were not the target.
You don't know his
demographic for
life?
These books.
You don't know. I read Bridge to Terabithia,
Aw.
and I loved it.
Also, I
Heartbreaking.
just
Yes.
love dragons
Yeah,
in
dragons
every
are cool.
context.
Dragons
And
are
this. Oh,
I thought you were going to go with the fantasy series with the author Moss. What was that? Just
yeah. Yeah. No, I don't want a game of that. We won't get into that.
All right, since Josh, you had yours done so fast, I'm actually going to save you. I'm going to go to Christian now.
I was about to say, yeah.
Since
I'll let
Christians
Josh,
will be worse, let's go to.
way worse. I'll let Josh play sweeper. Uh,
Is that like in curling or in soccer?
He's the cleanup hitter.
Soccer.
Okay. Sorry,
Hey,
football.
I get
Football.
that now.
Boom.
I've learned so much baseball.
So mine is kind of based off. No, I still got great vision.
Okay.
Mine is based off of. I think it was a book series. They turned it into a show. Only had one season. Lovecraft Country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
wow, okay.
Yeah.
Like HP
Ooh.
Lovecraft.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been a fan of like the horror games or the horror style games, and plus, I've not only played, but I was mainly playing as a kid, like first person type like shooters or like third person kind of like adventure like games, something like that. So, what makes mine unique is it's cool.
Sounds a lot like my reasoning.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool.
What makes it unique? It's got all the stuff I want.
The genre would be more like action, adventure, survival,
Okay.
and strategy.
Okay.
Nice. I'm in.
Because, well, since the show was on like a long time ago, don't really remember a lot that went on. So I'm just making it up. No subgenres, but my perspective, again, would be third person. You can play it on console or PC. Target audience would probably be hardcore or casual fans of the show or the books or whatever of the genre, I guess. The progression system would be more story because there's a lot of story in it, a lot of the horror elements that I like. So that you're going through as one person
Okay.
trying to get to the end of the story of I think it had to do with a lot of the devil, things like that. But you're moving through the story as one person. You can gather a team of people throughout the story, companions,
Yes.
but they're NPCs.
Okay.
Let's see, second page. The gameplay loop I chose was explore, survive, fight. Oh yeah, sneak, shoot, gather. So yeah, you'll need to gather some things or like weapons and things like that to fight off demons, whatever. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Blah.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah,
What time frame are you putting this in? Like 1800s?
I think that was my next
What are you
question.
thinking?
Or was that the third page? Oh, third page.
Okay, I'll wait.
So-
I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah,
God,
I mean-
Jason.
I can skip ahead and make this a lot shorter.
No,
Uh,
no. I'm enjoying this. Don't make it shorter.
Yeah.
I don't want. Okay, I was just wondering.
Combat styles more like stealth takedown, real time, tactical. Because moving through a lot of these spaces, there's things that will kind of like, oh my god, what is that game? Resident Evil. There's things that will pop out.
Yeah.
So moving around in the spaces, you'll have to be more tactical with takedowns, things like that. The art style's more like stylized realism because of the gore aspect I'm looking for in this game. I want you to feel it.
You want to see the
Dark.
gut.
Yes.
Show me the gut.
Okay.
And especially since we're dealing with such like kind of like supernatural things, is that the more real that you can look, the better
Yeah.
gameplay would feel. I think.
All right.
The tone is more like dark fantasy. Of course, just you can imagine like fairies or dragons or things like that, but just spooky.
But like a gothic spin on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like you're trying to like up the brightness on the game all the time. That's how dark it feels.
Nice.
You mean like H.P. Lovecraft?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're such a jerk.
No, that's really cool.
The world and setting is more in the 1960s.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of lore, I guess not lore, but I guess stories in that time period of supernatural things going on.
Okay.
And there's a lot of like, since it was more like taboo because people would like the Lord. It's all about the Lord. But, it's talking about supernatural things and demons and the devil and things like that was just so like, So you don't have a lot of like help going throughout the game because people don't believe in it.
Okay.
So collecting those other players, if you want to, will be a little bit harder because of that.
I like it.
Just think about the soundtrack you could use too with
Yeah.
the 60s. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
So using like Buddy Holiday in such a weird
It feels
way.
like a game that might not be super long, but it would be very,
Good.
very impactful.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Like
plus-
the full game might only be like 4 or 5 hours,
Right.
but it's very atmospheric
Yes.
and it sticks with you.
Looking a lot for the atmosphere.
That could also be like a kind of game where like you could do branching stories and endings depending on how you play it.
Yeah.
Maybe some people live this time, maybe they don't live next time, maybe they, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So again, it leans into the whole, it's a shorter game, but it has a very high level of replayability.
Yeah.
I like
Maybe
that.
you
That's
won't
cool.
get the same horror ending. Because
Right.
that's the great thing about horror. There's so many ways it can go wrong.
Exactly.
There's so many ways to die.
plus,
So many doors you don't have to go through.
plus Lovecraft has some really psychologically unnerving stories.
Mhm.
He has the like the Cthulhu thing,
Right.
which is kind of a
Squid
like
people.
a big baddie.
Yes.
But then he's got things that I think would be really interesting to incorporate into a game like that. Is there's two stories that really stuck with me, and they're really more of at a personal level. One is, those floaters that you see in your eye sometimes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, in his story, those are little glimpses into an interdimensional portals.
Oh.
And so there's a scientist that kind of latches onto that, and there are these creatures that kind of exist in this interdimensional realm, and they don't bother us because we don't know that they exist. But once they realize that somebody has gone through this interdimensional connection, they come after him. So it's just like a very personal thing.
Ooh.
Also, there's a story where this one person, he starts to believe that his dreams are the real world, and he's stuck in a dream being alive. And it's just a psychologically just messed up story. And if you can incorporate that personal level of Lovecraftian just kind of psychological horror into an overarching Cthulhu type thing, Jesus,
That's cool.
Mm.
that'd be fantastic.
You could have multiple seasons.
Oh my
of content.
God.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every few months, they crank out another 4-hour story.
Chapter
Yeah.
2, Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Stealing it.
You can
I
have
like it.
Yes. This is
I'd
a
play it.
collaborative process.
That is
Hell
so
yeah.
cool.
Process.
I love your
I'd play it.
idea. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really loved that show when it was out, and then it just kind of just fell off.
When did it air?
Probably like 5 years
A
ago.
couple of years ago. It was like
Yeah.
21, 22.
I think-
I think it was a COVID show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was
I don't remember.
cool.
I don't.
It was either a
Remember-
COVID show or it was right after COVID.
I don't remember even hearing about it.
Yeah.
That was Jonathan Majors, right? Yeah.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Majors.
All right, Josh, you're up.
Is your game based on a licensed or original IP? My game is based on Judge Dredd.
Oh.
All right, what's the general premise of the game? It's an open world post-apocalyptic law enforcement simulator.
That's good.
What?
Simulator. I don't like simulator, but it's a post-apocalyptic open world law enforcement game.
Okay.
All right. The genres of the game: action adventure, RPG, sandbox open world, and shooter. Not really too many subgenre-y things. But basically, think about if Grand Theft Auto was set in Mega City 1, so millions of people crammed into a very small space. Like the entire city is essentially a multi-story slum, where instead of being the criminals, you play the people in charge of trying to control crime, and you are heinously outnumbered. So like you will never win, right? But you have to do your job. So it's third person, console and PC, I think. Definitely hardcore because I want it to earn its mature rating.
Okay.
Like I think that pulpiness is a big part of that franchise. Okay, so I want it to have a single player story where you play as Judge Dredd, And the theme of the story is escalation because, again, you already start out like on a random Tuesday, heavily outnumbered. And the idea was, what if a bunch of these gangs that are throughout the city start coordinating together? And so the general loop, which this starts getting into the next questions, but the general loop is it's open world. You start off with pretty basic gear, pretty basic bike, and you can do the story missions, but in between the story missions, you would have random crime that you can stumble upon, and you have to act accordingly. I think it would be really cool from a mechanic standpoint if, as you are going into a scenario, you have to identify what crimes you think these people should be charged with, and then you can dole out sentencing depending on how they react to your presence. So, so you can kind of like, I want it to lean heavily into the law enforcement side of it. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's going to be shooty and it's going to be very combat heavy, but that's just because a lot of the people you're trying to enforce are not going to agree with what you're doing.
Question.
Yes.
So are we following the laws and policies that are on the books for the Judge Dredd universe?
Yeah.
Okay. So they won't necessarily be the ones that exist in the real world.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, cool.
And again, and it can all come back into the mechanic of you will not get to everything. And so like you have to prioritize what you're going to interact with and move from there. And then as this game progresses and you go through the story missions and things like that, they unlock additional gear for you, support, tactics, increases to your bike, or maybe you get the car or anything like that, because they grant you access to more equipment as the game progresses and things get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But then where it changes is after the campaign is done, I want it to have a robust multiplayer feature that is basically Helldivers in Judge Dredd. So you build your own custom judge.
Snap.
And you can do co-op multiplayer with, I think, 3 to 4 judges. Teaming up for individual missions is good because that reflects there's not that many judges to go around.
Got it. So you have to limit it.
Correct.
To give that feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like the judges should be outnumbered. They should be, but like, again, you could do that same thing. Like you're going through an apartment complex. And you have to start at the bottom and work your way up to the bad guy that's at the top. And, you know, you can call in other judges for reinforcements, or maybe you're in a situation where you need air support or something like that, and they can fly by and like lay waste to the floor of the building or something like that. So you can get into that, but like it would work where, again, kind of like in Helldivers, you have the galaxy map. In this, you would have the map of the mega city, and there are territories that are more out of control than others, and you have to try to squash that.
That may be another intro. I mean,
There it
I
is.
have plenty to pick
That's
from on
it.
this one.
So combat style is third person. I like it better when my games are third person.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Did anybody choose something that wasn't third person?
Mine's third person.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no. Okay.
Yeah, we all chose third person.
But yeah, stylized realism. It's noir. But yeah, I think I kind of already accidentally described the rest of the questions.
That's cool.
But yeah,
I like it. That's cool.
That's really cool.
You know what?
I
It
do
sounds
that.
so far away from any game I would ever choose to play, and I'd still play it.
yeah. Oh, the title.
Yeah.
Mega City 1.
Nice. I like it.
Okay.
So Carl Urban, if you're looking, if you
Yeah,
wanna
like,
do
you know,
some
if he's just-
some
yeah.
voice work.
Or judged.
Ooh.
All right.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Thank you. All right, Corey. What you
Right.
got?
So I have 3.
Right, fearlessly. What?
I have 3.
Over to you.
I had one coming into this that I know I wanted to do, but then as you guys were talking, I remembered there were actually, like, legitimately, as I've played games, these were 2 games that I was like, I wish this existed. So you guys reminded me of 2 other ones I wanted to.
Well, that happened with me too, but I didn't
Yeah.
create another.
That sucks.
You know what?
I had 3 separate sets of
You know what?
worksheets,
Okay, fine.
so-
You know what? I'm leaving.
But as I was doing this as you guys were talking, so I kind of powered through all of them.
So you weren't listening.
So this pretty much.
Okay.
So these are going to be quick pitches.
Okay.
Okay.
The one
Quick
I
pitches?
wanted to do going into it was a Star Trek RPG.
Okay.
Okay.
So the general premise of the game would be you are a newly promoted Starfleet captain, and you are given your command of a ship and are directed to boldly explore new planets, manage your crew, and discover and solve mysteries of the universe.
Yay.
So this is, in my mind, essentially Starfield with the Star Trek license.
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
it
on
is very much a entire universe you can actually fly your ship to. You can actually manage and build your ship. So big aspect of it is managing your crew. So it is a very it does deal with the personnel aspect of Star Trek. But it is an action adventure, RPG, sandbox, open world. There is that base/park management aspect of it where you're dealing with your ship and stuff. There is a survival aspect to it because sometimes Star Trek does get a little hairy. The perspective, I'm thinking you might be able to swap between first and third person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right thumbstick.
Console PC. Target audience, I think just with Star Trek being general audience, but also for the hardcore fans, it could be hardcore or casual. Multiplayer, I think the core aspect of the game can be single player, so it is that Starfield single player experience. But I think a cool aspect of it would be an online multiplayer where you can pull in other people to be your command. So you can have someone be your communications officer, someone be your security officer, stuff like that. I believe the progression system, not so much skills and gear, but more reputation, being, a good captain. Plus also there is a big story behind it. Gameplay loop. Yet again, similar to Starfield, so you explore, you build, you combat, you dialogue, you quest. Combat styles, gunplay, cover shooter, stealth, all that stuff. Tactical, because, Starfleet's not all about combat. Was the art style? I think stylized realism, so thinking more like GTA, where it is very much based on real life, but there is like a preferred style to it. Who do you play as? I think a customized captain, so it's not a pre-written character.
Sure.
But you are a captain, and you get to kind of dictate their personality and stuff like that.
Right on.
Describe the tone, serious and comedic, as Star Trek is. And describe the world and set. It's the universe. There's 8 planets. I don't know what the story is, but I think the name, Star Trek Among the Stars.
No, that sounds very pretty.
But yeah, so I think Josh, you even mentioned this, when Starfield came out, there was very much a lot of Star Trek inspiration in it.
Yeah, there were definitely some big nods to Star Trek.
Imagine if instead of having just one companion and maybe 5 crew members, you can have hundreds of crew members. You can have a giant ship.
Which you have to upgrade over time.
Yeah.
Maybe after special missions, they give you a bigger, better ship.
Mm-hmm. And
okay? Was that frustration?
No.
No,
Okay.
he's excited.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
his eager face.
So with Starfield, there's
SpongeBob.
obviously the big selling point of Starfield was that you can go to hundreds of planets.
Procedurally generated.
Yeah, but that would work perfect for Star Trek with how many planets they go to, all this different alien life they encounter.
The Gorn.
Sure.
You pulled so much of Alters into that game.
I did.
I know.
What is alters?
The one he talked about where
The clones.
the multiple storylines.
Yeah.
Or the
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so much of it.
Space is
base
That
cool.
was a cool concept.
Space is cool.
Space games are always cool, even
I
when they're
love
not very good.
You
Space
are a
games cool.
space and base building boy.
They
Space,
take open,
space
boy.
and base building boy.
they take an
Space boy.
open
Space
world
boy.
to a whole nother level
Yes.
because it's open space.
Corey, the
Star
space
Trek:
base boy.
The Way of the Stars.
Ooh, that's good. It's kind of Avatar, but whatever.
That's what I was going for.
All right.
Yeah, you did good.
Game number 2, Yellowstone. So based on the Yellowstone IP, this would be a modern day cowboy game. So it's like Red Dead meets the modern day setting of GTA.
Okay.
So it does take place at the Yellowstone. It's same universe as Yellowstone. So I think it's kind of like a prequel to the television show. So it's kind of like leading up into what happens in season 1 of Yellowstone. It's action, adventure, survival, similar to what just Red Dead Redemption would be. Third person, console, PC, hardcore, casual, single player. Single player only. You don't get to play with anyone else. This is very much a progression type of game, so there are skills and gear and reputation, plus there's a big story behind it. Cowboy politics is the gameplay mechanic, so very much dealing with not only raising your horses and cows and stuff, but dealing with the drama behind the scenes of the politics leading into managing your Yellowstone Park. I think you would play as Rip leading up to season 1. So you are like a younger, less experienced Rip from the television show.
Didn't watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, explain who Rip is.
Usually.
I don't know who it is.
Not Kevin Costner.
He's the cowboy.
Okay, yeah. Right,
He's the rough and tough cowboy.
rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rough and tough.
Okay.
I don't like that one as much.
Okay,
Yeah.
screw you. My last one, Supernatural,
Okay.
the television show. So it's
Okay.
a proper game set in this universe. So this would be an action-adventure survival sandbox open world. So the big selling point of this game is that it's the entire United States of America that you can explore as the brothers Sam and Dean Winchester from Supernatural. So you essentially just travel across the U.S., fighting ghosts and supernatural things. What's up?
Are there cutscenes?
There are cutscenes. There are missions. There's
Okay,
quests.
good. I could imagine driving from Ohio to Alabama. In this whole game.
Mhm.
That'd be awful.
There's
it'd
no
probably
fast
be like
Fast travel. Right?
it'd probably have like like 5 major cities, then like a bunch of rural towns and stuff like that. neighborhoods.
Oh yes, the
rural.
major city of Lawrence, Kansas.
It would happen.
I've been there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
So this would very much be the world of Supernatural. So you are exploring, you are looting things, because in Supernatural they don't have a proper job, so they're having to, do credit card scams and finding resources where they can. So there would be a big loot aspect to it. They are surviving. This is a survival game because they come across all these things that want to kill them all the time. Combat is a bit aspect of it, so there is third-person gameplay, tactical stuff, stealth takedowns, real-time action. Yet again, it was an open-world USA ghost hunting, so that's the big unique thing about it. I think it would be near photorealistic, not so photorealistic that it has to be like Jensen Ackles' face, but it could be close. You would play as either Sam or Dean. You would have a choice.
Can you swap
Can you switch?
in live action?
I think so.
In real time.
I
That's what I'm
think
trying to say.
so.
Okay.
Nice.
That'd be
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe there are puzzles and things that require that as a feature.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it, love it, love it.
You see
Or
how
maybe it could be
intense-
multiplayer.
There would be co-op campaign options, so I was thinking
Okay,
that. So
okay,
you could have someone
okay.
play as your Sam to your Dean. It would essentially be the TV show, so you'd actually be playing story highlights from the show, so that you could recreate certain episodes, the highlight episodes.
Would these be framed as a television show, each episode?
Ooh.
Maybe, yeah. Ooh, actually, yeah. The main
It could be a
story-
live service game that regularly gets episodes dropped.
They have so much episodes to pull from. Yeah,
But I mean, like you could
Yeah.
like do credits and everything, kind of as you're
You
establishing the story.
You could do individual missions that are based on the entire storyline of an episode, but then you can also just explore and do like quests.
Yes.
I figured out how you'll fix the cross-country travel aspect of it.
Okay.
Every time they get in the car to drive to a new location that's a long way away, you play the scene of driver chooses the music, shotgun shuts his cake hole, and then you play your favorite song, and then you're in the next location.
While
like
it loads.
That's
That's
where
a
it
good
is.
one.
What a good scene. Or the scene where, what is the song? Dean with the guitar and the car.
It was
Ah!
Eye of the Tiger.
Burger. Yeah. Eye
Yeah.
of the Tiger.
What is it?
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
That just plays every time you travel.
That would
Yeah.
get old quick.
Yes.
It's like Spidey riding the subway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd
Yeah,
get
maybe
old
there could be
really quick.
fast travel, but also if you want to just drive that far, you can drive that
Yeah.
far.
Into the
Should-
open world, just F around and find out.
Yeah.
Should we vote on which one we like of his the most? Should we do this?
I mean, I think the Star Trek
Star
one
Trek.
was the
Star
most.
Yeah,
Trek,
number
Star
one.
Trek
Star
is
Trek,
just
number
a
one,
game,
yeah.
a video game version of Star Trek Adventures. Like,
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I
quick
love it.
second pitch. Remember Max Payne?
Yes.
Okay, Max Payne,
Yeah.
but it's not Max Payne.
Okay.
Licensed Punisher game
Interesting.
wrapped around Max Payne. It's linear. It's not open world, so it has a very much a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it just gets progressively worse as it goes.
Okay. So
Succulent.
my games are very much. I want to be.
Sanguine.
I want to be in the world.
yeah.
Of
Yeah, same.
These established
Yeah.
franchises.
Yeah. Like, I think for every single one of our games, all we did was take, which is exactly the point, our favorite things and want to insert ourselves into that world.
Yeah.
I want to live in this world.
Part of that world.
Part of
Like
your
one of my favorite games of all
world.
time, which you can't really play anymore. There is a fan recreation of the game, but the actual game doesn't exist. Star Wars Galaxies, one of the best games of all time because you actually got to be in the Star Wars universe, go and visit these iconic locations and stuff. So
You've
that's-
mentioned that several times since I've
Dude,
been
it
here.
slapped.
Yeah,
slapped.
yeah.
It was,
Plus, you could play as the heroes,
Yeah.
stormtroopers.
All right. So next step is to use ChatGPT to create these games for
No, no. I will not use AI.
That's so much
No.
water.
So much
That'd
better.
be so much and electricity. Right? Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. This was a brand new type of episode for us, so I hope it makes
This is
sense in
fun.
post. But thank you. If you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. Leave a like on this video. Go watch the rest of our videos. Leave likes on those as well. Please leave some comments down below to join in on the conversation. Let us know which game you want to exist in this world that we live in. Tell us your ideas. Tell us your
Yeah.
story. Tell us your stuff like that. We promise not to steal it. So
It's not like we're gonna make any video
No.
games.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and if there's any game developer companies out there that
Call us.
yeah, I mean we'll collaborate. We don't
We
want
have
much.
the ideas.
For
You'll
a
be
small
smart enough to pay
fee.
off my student loans. You can have it.
I was
after
gonna
that.
say you'll be shocked how little we work
yeah,
for.
like
Just think.
100K. That's all I need. That's
Just
all I
think,
need.
we came up with these ideas in like 6 minutes flat. Think of what we could do
With
if
time
we were
and money.
being
Right?
paid.
Yeah.
6 months.
Right.
all right,
So-
Josh, you had the best idea. So
Oh,
3 things nerds
Aw.
should be doing before they go watch the rest of our videos.
eat, sleep, nerd.
Take it easy, people.